Right? Say no to cancel culture. We are out here in front of Bullard High, right on Palm, right underneath the marquee. We want you to come out and help us say no to cancel culture. The Fresno Unified School District will be taking a vote whether they spend $456,000 removing the high school warrior image. It starts here, folks, and then from here it spreads to everything else. Lori is joining me here. She also wants to say no to cancel culture, and I love the shirt. You guys got me one, so I appreciate it. Educate, not eradicate. Why are you out here? And I heard you inspired Mr. Tuck to start this, to put these wonderful decals on his truck, which I'm sure not going to come off very easily, but you're the one that inspired him to do this. What inspired you? Why do you want to say no? Why do you care so much about the Fresno Unified Warrior?
Well, I care for many reasons, but the primary one is I'm Native American. Both my parents were there. And I went to Fresno High. Very proud warrior, always have been. And this is, in my opinion, it's a form of racism.
Yeah.
And cultural genocide. And Native Americans have experienced more cultural genocide than any other community in history. And this has to stop.
Did it surprise you that this is happening?
I guess it shouldn't have, but yes, it really did. I had no idea this was happening. I saw some posts on Facebook, and I thought, no, this is not real. And then I started checking into it, and sure enough, it was. And then Jim and I started talking about it, and I was kind of feeling like, well, what can we do? Well, Jim took charge, and off we went.
And here you have it. Here you have it. Now that is one of the arguments that they say, that having the warrior image is a form of racism as well, cultural appropriation. What do you say to that?
Absolutely, it's not. 91% of Native Americans are in favor of their images.
91%.
Yes.
91%.
Yes. So we need to stop catering to the minority and start listening to the majority. So that many of us are in favor of it for schools and sports teams, and we. Now, when you were attending Fresno High, which wasn't too long ago. No. Oh. That's a mascot. And yes, that's really not respecting the culture and the tradition.
Do they do that at Fresno High? Have they ever done that at Fresno High?
They have.
They have.
But they do not anymore. But the image, if you look at our currency and you see the president's face,
Yeah.
that's an image. That's not a mascot. And so that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about that Native American image of that Iroquois Indian, that warrior, with his feathers down, which represents that he's been to battle. And
Didn't know that.
yeah.
I didn't know that. So if the feathers are up, they haven't gone to battle. Did not know that. So the feathers are down, they've gone to battle. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's very respectful image, and it represents my people. And so if you say, well, I'm offended by that, well, then you're offended by me. You're offended by what I look like, what my people look like, what my community represents, our culture, our history. No, we need to educate people on Native American culture and history. That's what's lacking here.
We have to. We absolutely have to. And I was telling Banush in the last hour, a poli-sci major in college, and we took an entire semester-long class, and the focus was just Native Americans, and I learned so much, and you're right on when you have the words on your shirt that says educate, not eradicate, because a lot of people aren't educated on Native American affairs. They don't know anything, and a lot of people that might just see this in passing that don't know anything will say, oh, it's offensive. It's offensive, but how can you do that? But it actually is not.